Hey, welcome to another filmmaking tutorial. My name is Tom Antos, and today we're going to talk about the use of ring lights in music videos and commercials. More specifically, we're going to be working on a performance shot for a music video. We're going to go basically from what you see here to this. This is a close-up for a performance shot that I plan to kind of edit and cut to obviously to other shots. But before I start talking about this actual setup, because it is pretty simple, it's literally I'm just using 3 lights. I kind of want to talk to you more about actual ring lights. What is a ring light? Well, ring light is basically any type of a light that you can kind of wrap around, in a circle around your camera's lens, so that this way it almost looks like you have a very kind of uniform light coming straight from the camera's point of view. And what that creates is it creates very even shadows all everywhere on the face, kind of almost creates this kind of washed out look. And another thing it does is it adds these very unique kind of very specific reflections in the eyes and on lips or any kind of reflective surfaces. And just kind of it adds this kind of I would say this kind of a glamour look. It's actually ring lights are actually used a lot in fashion photography, and they're used in music videos and commercials. Here's an example of a ring light. Basically, this one is it's actually a set of 12 light bulbs that are arranged in a perfect circle, and then we basically just put the camera right in the middle of it and point it at our subject. Now, when it actually comes to purchasing or renting a ring light, it can be kind of problematic at times, simply because they're not, I guess, that popular. So they're not that easy to find out there. There's a lot more actually ring lights that have been designed for still flash photography than there are, I guess, they're used in music videos. So actually, what a lot of times ends up happening is cinematographers who work on music videos, they'll basically build their own ring lights. And the one that I'm using in this example actually I think cost me around 50-60 bucks. It can be built out of basic things that you can buy at Walmart, for example, or any kind of convenient hardware kind of store. And I'm actually going to show you at the end of this tutorial. I'll show you how I basically built my ring light, so that in case you wanted to do it, you can build it and you can start getting the same kind of results. When it comes to the actual setup for this shot, it's very basic. I point the camera straight forward at the subject, and I also put the ring light basically around the lens, and I kind of put it a little bit in front of the camera, but it's exactly from the same point of view as the camera. And I'm actually shooting through the hole in the ring light, and then I turn on the ring light up here. See, adjust the exposure, kind of darken it a little bit, and it, I mean, already looks pretty pleasing. But then I have one of the assistants there turn on backlight there on the left side, and then I have him go and turn on another backlight there on the right side. And the 2 backlights have been gelled with a slight blue gel, just to give it this kind of a different temperature and a very distinctive kind of look. And the ring light itself it's tungsten, and it's a very kind of a warm light, so which looks good on these kind of skin tones. And that's pretty much it for the setup. This is how it looks, and then you can do a little color correction just to kind of adjust the colors exactly how you want them to be. Even though I think it already looks pretty good. So what exactly do you need in order to build a ring light? Well, I built my ring light out of these items. First, I got a 4 by 2 feet piece of wood. It was about half an inch thick. That costs around $8. You can buy that. Then I got 12 light bulbs. Each one of them was 40 watts, which altogether the ring light gives you an output of 480 watts. And that will cost you around $20 for those kind of light bulbs. Then I bought 12 light bulb sockets, just those white plastic simple light bulb sockets. Those are about $1.50 each. Then I bought a dimmer switch, and the one that I got is rated at 600 watts. And knowing that I'm using 12 40-watt light bulbs, so altogether it's going to be 480 watts. I know that it's the dimmer switch is good enough. But if you're, for example, using stronger light bulbs, let's say 100-watt light bulbs, and then altogether you're going to end up with over 1,200 watts. Then obviously you got to keep in mind that when you get the dimmer switch, you should get something a bit that's stronger. That's at least 1,200 watts. And a dimmer switch will cost you around $8. Then a switch tray, just the metal container that you can mount it into. And then just get some screws, like a pack of screws, $3. And what else? And then and then you should get around maybe 10-15 feet of 12 gauge wire, and that will use to connect all the light bulbs together. Yeah, and in total, I think my light costs around $50-$60, so it's nothing that crazy. And then what kind of tools will you need? Well, a jigsaw or any kind of a saw actually, and a screwdriver, a pencil, and that's pretty much it. And your hands. Now, I will just give you guys a little bit of a disclaimer slash warning. If you're one of those people who just has two left hands and sometimes accidentally nails his feet to the floor while building a deck, for example, then you might want to think about possibly not building your own ring light. But if you have any kind of basic knowledge of electricity, I think it's pretty simple, and it seems pretty simple to me. But then again, like I said, there is a chance that you could have some sparks fly, and you could start an electrical fire and burn your whole house down. So just keep that in mind. Okay, and so basically we start with a piece of wood, and you want to cut out a circle, make it as big as you can fit onto the piece of wood. Then if you want to cut out another circle inside that circle, just make sure that it's it's big enough for your camera lens to kind of go through. If you want, you can make it slightly bigger so that in case you put the camera further away, you have more options. Then another thing is you drill holes for all the light bulb sockets so that we can feed the cable through. Then you pull the cable through all the holes and you attach it to each of the light bulb sockets. And it's pretty basic, plus to plus, minus to minus, and then you attach the ground wire together and just kind of feed it through all of the lights. Then on the end of the cable that connects to the dimmer switch, again just plug it in, kind of very basic. Most dimmer switches will come with instructions. And then you want to connect that to a outlet plug that you can also get for around $2 at any hardware store. And that's pretty much it. And then once you plug it in, you can then adjust the switch and kind of adjust the brightness of the lights. So that's a cool thing, if you get a dimmer switch. And then you just pretty much point it at your subject and put the camera and kind of the lens kind of aim it through the light, and that's pretty much it. There you have yourself a ring light that you can start using in your next video, music video or commercial or maybe even film production. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, feel free to leave them here on this video, or you can send me an email, and I'll try to respond to as many of you guys as I can. Thank you, and bye.